Welcome everyone back to another video. Today is game 29 of your Edmonton Oilers as we walked away with a 3-2 victory against your Vancouver Canucks in a home-to-home back-to-back game series, whatever you want to fucking call it, between your Vancouver Canucks. We dropped the first game 5-2, and man, did we ever make a comeback against the Vancouver Canucks in a very unlikely fashion. There's so much to discuss about just refs, to way that a lot of players play, because we had a lot of good players play really good hockey last night, from ARCHIBALD scoring his first goal to Leon Draisaitl having a 2-goal night, and both of them reaching 50 points. Miikka Koskinen having another great night, and just overall depth in our special teams talk. So let's jump into the first topic, which is just the overview of the game. The first period was a bit of a rough period to watch for the Edmonton Oilers. Now, Josh Archibald, baby, finally got a goal. I've been waiting for this kid now. I really was excited when Archibald signed a contract with the team. I was expecting maybe Archibald can light shit up. He wasn't really, but he got the chance to go up on the first line with McDavid and Neal, which I really liked that line. They did really well last night. Neal did good. Archibald did great. And his jump, his speed was just magnificent to watch. He was really just all over the ice last night. He was really proving that could be a key piece to that first line if you really want to break up the lines like we did last night. And I mean, it worked. It worked when we did the McDavid and Draisaitl both having separate lines, because we seen by tonight we rip shit up. And the McDavid, Archibald, and Neal line, that really worked. If we could get some more top 6 goal scorers, that all 3 guys can fucking work. If we do McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nuge, it could possibly work. We would need to get up, of course, some more top 6 guys to help out with some more goal scoring and some more speed, of course, later on. But that's nothing to really worry about right now. It's just, we're doing good. We got the big victory. That's what we're talking about, right? Josh Archibald's big goal. And then Brock Besser got his 11th of the season, scoring a big one. Got high stick by Ethan Barrett. Good thing it wasn't a penalty. But it was a good just play by JT Miller, really protecting the puck really well against Riley Seaham. Seaham couldn't do anything. It was a nice pass to Hughes and then to Besser. It was a good goal. And Hughes, man, he's just been magnificent. And then Josh Levio got one to kind of give them the lead, but then our two power play goals by Leon Draisaitl. It was a really nice pass by McDavid. My lord, was it ever crisp. And Jasong had a 2-point night, Jasong, which was just absolutely great to see. And then another great pass by James Neal to set up Leon Draisaitl to start us off that third period, which really ended things off. That third period was demolishing. I absolutely loved watching that third period. We really took control of it, because, I mean, last game we didn't really take control of it. They really dominated us in the last game, and we really couldn't do anything about it last time. But in the third period, I think that was our best period, the third period. We outnumbered them. We outplayed them. We did everything that Vancouver did to us in the last game. We outplayed them. We played better. And we wanted this victory, and we for sure took it from the Vancouver Canucks. It was just a magnificent victory for your Edmonton Oilers, and I really enjoyed that game for sure. A lot of key players, Oscar Klefbom and Adam Larsson, they were huge, man. 8 block shots for Oscar Klefbom and 5 for Adam Larsson. And it was all during like the first fucking period. He was blocking so many shots. Matt Benning was kind of yanked out of the game. He had a kind of a rough game, being kind of just blocking shots with his head. And then oh man, he had a rough night last night. Caleb Jones, I mean, he only played like 7 minutes, but he did do a lot of smart plays. He played some really smart hockey. He was great. Miikka Koskinen, what a wonderful goalie he is. I mean, we all doubted that he was going to be a good goaltender, and man, that $4.5 million contract just really came and was a huge payoff for Peter Chiarelli. I thought it was going to be the worst fucking contract ever, but man, has it ever worked off for the Edmonton Oilers. In other news, McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, they both have hit 50 points in just 29 games. I mean, that is just ridiculous to say. That really is ridiculous to say that to this point right now. I mean, they're smashing the league this year. They have been just on a whole new level, and everyone on the Edmonton Oilers team have been playing great. Like, we have been having a great season this year, and I've been absolutely loving every moment of it. Now, I would like to talk about one other thing. We had a great game. I mean, there was a couple other players. Patrick Russell could have gotten his first goal of the season. Now, what the fuck is a goaltender interference penalty? Answer that for me down in the comment section below. Because honestly, I don't have a fucking clue. Because 3 years back, we got called back a penalty because it wasn't goaltender interference because Ryan Kessler got pushed into the net. What the fuck is this shit? Gaetan Haas and Marcus Crowley got both pushed into the net, so how is it their fault that this goal got pulled back? And plus, it was like 2 or 3 seconds before Patrick Russell's shot, so Jacob Markstrom had tons of time to resettle and get his footing. I don't understand that shit. How is that goaltender interference? How do we not get any penalties called on Connor McDavid? We've seen tons of times where he just gets hooked and fucking slashed and just everything on the fucking face of the earth. And it's not just Connor McDavid. I'm defending all the all-star players that get this type of fucking treatment. And it's kind of fucking bullshit because I don't want to be seeing this type of shit anymore. Call fucking penalties when they need to fucking happen. You can't just let people pull around Connor McDavid all the fucking time. Yes, Connor McDavid put up 50 points in 29 games even with all this shit. Maybe the NHL is trying to have refs do this type of shit so maybe they don't score as many goals as they want Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid to do. But this is kind of bullshit because it costs us so many chances of getting goals and producing some offense. The Patrick Russell goal was a big goal for us. That put us up 2-1. But that got fucking pulled back. Spin all over my fucking lip. That's how pissed off I am. Because they don't have a concise fucking rule for goaltender interference. This is if you impede with the goaltender, it's goaltender interference. But the fucking players, they got pushed into them. It's absolute fucking dog shit. And I really don't understand the fucking rules. I really don't understand. NHL is fucking bullshit for the way they just fucking make rules. They just sugarcoat it. Especially goaltender interference. Because we've seen it years now. It's bullshit calls. A lot of bullshit calls. And it shouldn't have been called back. This should have been Patrick Russell's first goal in the NHL. It should have been, but it was not. It is what it is. We still got the victory in the end of things. And, I mean, we fucking dominated. We really had a good third period. I love the way that we played. Archibald had a great night. Jujar had another great night. So many players had really good nights. Chassant, James Neal was all over the ice when he was playing with McDavid. He was really just a workhorse last night. I mean, just everyone. But refs, NHL, please start fucking calling better penalties. Because I cannot fucking bear to see this type of shit anymore. I cannot bear to see Connor McDavid being hooked or Leon Draisaitl or any of this type of shit. You guys need to start calling fucking penalties, right? Like Connor McDavid fucking got called for a holding penalty against Christopher Tanev. And it was a fucking little innocent fucking hold. But when he got hooked by 2 other guys, no. That's not a fucking penalty. That's not a penalty. But when it's against somebody else like Darnell Nurse, when he gets fucking high stick, that's a penalty. But when Connor McDavid gets slashed or fucking holded or wherever, it's not a fucking penalty. Fuck off. Refs, start calling good fucking games and stop being this bullshit. Because if we make it in the playoffs and some fucking penalty holds back McDavid from scoring a big goal, and that was a goal that we needed, I'm going to be pissed. Anyways, guys, let's get into the highlights between the Ottawa Senators and the Edmonton Oilers, which the Edmonton Oilers won. Also, EA, you were fucking wrong. You improved to 20-9. So that's a big one for, a big loss for EA, but a big win for the Edmonton Oilers as we go to 17-9-3 as we hold that first place position and we get a 3-point lead against the Arizona Coyotes, which is huge as we want to stay at top of that Pacific Division. But right now, guys, I'm going to sign off, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Oil Country, Edmonton, Alberta. He's Ray Ferraro. I'm James Cebulski. The Senators come into this one potentially a little tired based on what went down last night.
And that's where the coach is going to want to rely, James, on his depth of lineup. You might use a different goalie. You might stretch your bench out a little bit. But the fact of the matter is, everybody has to do this. How successful can you be?
A sight every hockey fan can appreciate. It's a clean sheet of ice, and we are about to get underway. Brown's got it to the side. Takes a hit. He goes down to the ice and coughs up the puck. Moved into the middle. They score!
You can see he's looking on both sides of the traffic, trying to find the puck. When he finally catches up to it, He waves at it, a big move, but doesn't catch it.
Underway. Well, we've got 2 periods under our belts to this point so far, Ray. How do you see things? Scores! The captain delivers!
He didn't have much room up over the glove, but as soon as the goalie dropped into the butterfly, there was enough for him to put it into the top bin.
Moves it over to Tkachuk, and the pass is picked off. Tip shot! Scores! What a shot!
They barely fished the puck out after the last one. 2 goals in 70 seconds.
That sure changes things here on the ice.
Yeah, the game has completely been turned upside down. The rebound snapped away. What a nice shot. But the goalie's got to do a better job cleaning up that rebound. You can't leave it right there.
Oh, it's got a hold of it along the wall. Handles the puck. Bodker's going to play it against the half wall. And the officials are calling a delayed penalty here. Looks like a trip. Point shot.
Whoa.
Scores! We're all tied up.
Oh, it's getting to a stage in the game where you think they're not going to be able to find the equalizer. But they stay at it, and they get it done. Well, he can really shoot the puck there, and that just blows by the goaltender. He didn't really have a chance.
Winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Hammers it on net, and that banks off a stick. Off his stick, he scores! They take the lead.
Well, it looked like this game was going to be even for the longest time because nobody seemed to have the upper hand. This drives coaches crazy. Everybody's staring at the player behind the net. He's only dangerous if you turn the net around. The dangerous guy's in front of the net. Oh yeah, he's the guy that scored. The Senators are a frustrated group. You can feel it on their bench as they miss another chance.
There it is, final horn sounds. We are all over here with this one.
Sometimes it doesn't matter if it's close or not. I mean, you look for positives, but a loss is a loss is a loss, and they can't break this streak.
They don't need a little luck. They need a miracle right now. Well, this one's in the books. A fun one tonight for Ray Ferraro. My name is James Cybulski. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Good night.